Konnichiwa minasan, and welcome back to my channel. I am now all caught up on My Hero Academia, and I have this special My Hero Academia themed Japan crate unboxing. So I figured I would just theme this episode about how I feel about this anime. But really quickly before I go into it, just because I know I'm gonna be very fidgety, if you watch my videos, you know that I'm very, very, very fidgety. This dress, I really liked this dress when I bought it, and I thought that it was really pretty and very summery, but I realized upon wearing it outside that it is actually very impractical because as you lift your arms, you saw that, right? It does that, and this is not what the shirt is supposed to look like. So you have to keep pulling it down like this, and you have to make sure you don't pull it down too low, you know. And also, I wore this in Japan, and I met a lot of people while I was wearing this, and you go to hug people, and it's very awkward because it goes, whoop, and then you hug them, and it's very strange. And also, if this doesn't happen when you're hugging them, this like pulls really quickly and easily, so you kind of feel like they're tugging on your clothes. Anyway, because of that, I realized that it's really not practical to be wearing this outside. So I figured I'd wear it for a video. That is it. Sorry if I fidget. That was a long explanation that was unnecessary. Let's go into My Hero Academia. I like to ramble, okay? Sorry. So yeah, I am finally caught up. And I believe there's one more episode, and then there's like a break, and then the second core starts, and then they go on until the last week of September. So yeah, this is the first time I'm completely caught up in MHA. I feel like after the first season came out, I was doing really well, and then I was working at Crunchyroll at the time, so it was just hard to keep up with all the shows that you had to watch for all the watch-alongs we were doing. Anyway, so yeah, it's been a while, but Mike and I just binged it together, and it was so much fun. I honestly feel like because I binged it, this series felt like it was paced really well. But I feel like maybe if I watched it in simulcast, it wouldn't have felt that way. My favorite characters are Tsuyu. I think she's adorable, and I also love that she's really smart, and she's pretty much never been wrong so far. I also love Aizawa Sensei because I think he's hot. And obviously, I love Bakugo, and I love the main boys like Deku and Todoroki. I don't know, I just love them all. This show does a really good job making you fall in love with all the characters. Except, alright, so I know what the criticism is. Everybody hates Mineta because he's this useless, pervy shitter, right? Like, everyone hates him. He just sucks. He's absolute scum, and I totally get it. I'm a little bit afraid that they might write him off at one point because I feel like he's appearing less and less in the OPs and in the EDs and stuff. And they really call him out in the show itself. Like, the other characters call him, you know, scum and perv and all these other things. So, I don't know. Maybe they might write him off somehow, but that's not really how Shonen works. But I kind of wanted to defend his character just a slight bit. You can't have all the characters be great and perfect. That would be out of control. And although this show does strive to be that, I feel like it's okay to have an easy scapegoat shit character like that. And he's not even, I don't know, I don't hate him that bad. Maybe because I am also a pervert. I think the only thing that's weird for me and the show is that I don't ship anybody. I guess like Ochako and Deku, but I don't know, I normally always have pairings and I feel a lot for them, but not so much in this. I don't know. So my favorite thing about MHA, other than the characters and how it's animated, is definitely how their quirks are explained. I'm a huge fan of X-Men, so obviously I see a lot of similarities, but in X-Men they don't really explain how the powers are manifested or how it is affecting their bodies. Meanwhile, in My Hero Academia, they do such a good job explaining that it is actually a physical ability. It's actually something that's like physical to your body, so when you drain of energy, your powers are a lot weaker. And I know that sounds really obvious and simple, but they do a very good job explaining how it is directly tied to your stamina and your fatigue. Meanwhile, in X-Men, I feel like, for example, like Cyclops just opens his eyes and blasts powerful beams, and it's simply a matter of he can't control them, but otherwise it looks like it's unlimited power, like he's harnessing unlimited power inside of his body. Whereas in My Hero, it's about building your physical self and your control over that physical ability or quirk, and therefore it's not like you're harnessing this like uber crazy thing that's inside of you. You're like building it up all together like a muscle, and therefore the stronger you are at controlling it in general, you are also going to emit a more powerful, if it is an elemental thing, you're going to emit a more powerful, I guess, thing, blast, power, whatever. I also really appreciate that, much like in Pokemon, they care about the elemental matchups between the quirks, and I feel like that's pretty important because that is quite overlooked in stuff like X-Men. But yeah, they explore it quite a lot, especially in like Todoroki's case and stuff like that. There's also a lot of exploring how influential mass media is and how important public image is, and I can't help but have that part really deeply interest me. They also explore a really interesting social paradigm shift between wanting the heroes to win and protect the world versus feeling like the heroes have failed you and therefore feeling horrible that these heroes are being revered when in reality they did nothing but disappoint you due to their inability to save your loved one or whoever. It reminds me a lot of Avengers, and it's exactly why I really like the Avengers series, because it makes a lot of sense to me that these consequences would happen in this modern age that they're placing the story in. It is wonderfully and perfectly shonen, but that is actually the one criticism I have, which is silly because it's just a genre criticism. For me, a little bit of the thrill is taken away knowing that generally in shonen anime, characters don't just randomly get offed left and right, whereas in seinen, they do, and you don't really see it coming, and it's really horrible. In shonen, characters can die, but they don't suddenly die. They always at least get their final words, or they get to pass on their message, or they look like they're almost dead in battle, but then they pass quietly in a hospital after giving their last message, like I just said. Yeah, so I feel like that's really different than watching a character just perish instantly, kind of like in, I don't know, like things like an Attack on Titan, like, you know? So knowing that as a storytelling genre, I just am not thrilled by shonen, but I love it for what it is. It makes me feel really young, but I do feel really creepy watching these really muscular teenage boys. At least Midnight is an adult lady, but she's a school teacher. I honestly didn't mean for that to go on for that long. I guess I have a lot to say about My Hero. But let's move on to the Japan Crate unboxing. If you are new to my channel, I do these quite often, but Japan Crate is an awesome subscription service that brings you Japan candies. That brings you candies and snacks from Japan straight to your door. I don't know why I was waving it around. Well, I do. For some reason, I cared a lot about this glare, and I was like, how do I hold it where it doesn't glare? But I couldn't think and talk at the same time. Anyways. Yes! Boku no hero. Oh, cute. They're all, I'm trying to hold it with my face. They're all like, peace sign. I'm one of them. Cute! Nakama ni irete. First, let's look at the pamphlet. My Hero Snackademia. Oh, yes! All the characters are on it. That's awesome. Yes! Cute! Oh, this is super cute! Yay! Now, on to the snacks. What is this? Puroyaku. Pro Baseball. Nanda. それと, oh, Japanese baseball teams! These are Japanese baseball cards, I guess? I didn't know. Wow, this is really on here. I didn't know we had this in Japan. I don't know anything about it. Oh, I opened the snack. I don't know anything about Japanese snack. I don't know anything about Japanese baseball cards. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna eat the snack anyway. Itadakimasu. Yummy. Standard Japanese potato chips. Ayam. Choco daifuku. Okay, so it says it's daifuku, which is basically a mochi, but it's actually a marshmallow. Marshmallow. Ding. Awaramune power energy aji. Okay, so it is an energy beverage flavored effervescent tablet candy. I think it feels like not like Pop Rocks, but it's, yeah, it just effervesces on your tongue. I like these. Umaibo. Yes! Taiyaki! Speaking of taiyaki, wait, there is a taiyaki. Oh! Gran Torino's favorite food is taiyaki, but this is sakusaku monaka. Okay, so monaka is that like wafer thing that melts in water, or like melts when you eat it. So yeah, there is light, soft, wait, it's not soft, airy chocolate in the middle. Let me just open it and explain it. He feels a little bit, oh! Cute! Do you see? So let me break him open. Oh! I imploded him. That was kind of gross. Okay, see how inside it looks like it's coated with chocolate? That's what that airy chocolate is. Itadakimasu. Okay, it really does taste like a chocolate wafer. Jagariko! Jagariko no smoked cheese flavored Jagariko. I love Jagariko. Oh, I didn't know. I'm class Deku. Deku it is. Yeah, I almost stabbed myself. Deku. Is it really reflecty? I don't care. Ooh, okay. Umaiwa. So this is the umaibo, but in ring form, and it is cheese flavored. Next we have Sapporo potato. So this is just a potato snack that has little tiny vegetables on it, and it's so good. I've been eating this since I was a baby, I think. Oishii yo. What's this? ガブリチョウで作ろうファーストフードシリーズ作りやすいキャンディーになったよミニガブリチョウ What is ガブリチョウ What is this? I mean, it's like one of those make it yourself candy things, but it's very interesting. I love these Piero Oji-san no roll cake. It's a really yummy roll cake. Here, let me show you. It's like a lot smaller than you'd expect, but it's just a little mini roll cake. Yeah. It's so moist. Moist. It was really sweet and buttery, and it had a lot of sugar in it. Lifeguard! What? Royal Jelly. So, it's what, like a jelly energy beverage, I think? It's very, very fancy. I will chill this and drink it after it's cold, because I'm sure it tastes like butts if it is warm. And then what? Koro Koro Rasku. Rasku is dehydrated bread that is sweetened and made into a snack. So it's a sweet snack. I know I didn't sell that very well. Imagine like a sugary crouton. I'm not selling this very well. It's so good though. I think I said sugary crouton because that's literally what it looks like in this packaging. But Rasku's so good. It goes well with like afternoon tea. I gotta say, I am really, really happy with this month's Japan crate, not only because it's My Hero themed, but also it came with so many salty snacks like chips and the jagariko and the veggie sticks and stuff like that. So yeah, I like salty snacks more than sweet snacks. So this one is an absolute win for me. If you'd like a Japan crate of your own, head to the link in my description below and use my coupon code REINASENPAI to get $3 off. Japan crates make really awesome gifts in my opinion when you kind of don't know what to give somebody, because it's really fun to open and explore what's inside, especially because it comes with a brochure with everything in English translated, so you're not gonna have to worry about anything nutritional like dietary restrictions or allergies or anything like that. So yeah, if you haven't tried one yet, I suggest you check it out. Thank you again so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below who your favorite character in My Hero Academia is. Please like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And please click that notification bell. I don't know if it works anymore. Actually, could you let me know in the comment section if you are getting notifications on my videos or not? But otherwise, thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video or on my social things like on Twitter and on Instagram. そんじゃまたね!